Hello everyone, my name is Leonie and welcome to another video. Today I'm gonna do my October reading wrap-up. The first thing that I read in October was the instructions on the back of a hair dyeing pack because I dyed my hair. The next book that I read in October, I actually finished this one in September, but I forgot to post the September wrap-up. But I read Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, so let's talk about that book. I've been wanting to read a Colleen Hoover book for quite a long time, and I was very much in a reading slump. I heard Ugly Love was very good and that a lot of people really liked it, so I picked it up. And if you don't know, Ugly Love is a new adult book following two characters, Tate, who is a nurse student, and Miles, who is a pilot and our love interest, and they kind of strike up a deal that they're gonna have like casual sex with no strings attached because they don't want a relationship, but they do really like each other, so that's the whole premise of the book. Not much else happens. I don't really know what I feel about this book. Let's just start with Tate, our main character, because the book is told in dual point of view. I liked Tate in the beginning of the book. She was fun to read about. Like, her narrative was very, I don't know, like quirky, relatable. I enjoyed reading her chapters. I definitely thought that Colleen Hoover did a very good job at creating the chemistry between Miles and Tate, even though the chemistry was sometimes a little bit overdone with the dramatic narrative. There were times where I was kind of like rolling my eyes because of all the descriptions of how beautiful Miles was. I was kind of like, okay, I get it, you think he's hot. Okay, I get it. You don't have to remind me every 2 pages how hot he is, because I have a brain and I can remember things. But I was kind of able to forgive that because I just wanted to read a good romance because I was in a reading slump, and that, you know, I definitely enjoyed her chapters. However, we also have Miles's chapters, and I do not like Miles. Basically, Miles's point of view chapters are set 6 years in the past, where he meets this girl Rachel and just instantly falls head over heels in love with her. I'm not even talking about normal insta-love. He literally sees her walking into the room and instantly obsesses over her. And I was just like, whoa, that is creepy. Because his chapters are written in this semi-poetic writing style with a lot of short sentences and repetition of words, and it just wasn't really my taste. But in combination with his obsessive love for this random girl Rachel, it just made him sound like a psycho. Like, he would just constantly be saying things like, I want to have babies with you, Rachel. You're gonna fall in love with me, Rachel. I will love you, Rachel. And I was just like, stop. You are a little bit creepy. Oh, if you're wondering what I think about Rachel, I don't know, because who even is she? I don't know who she is. I don't know what she likes. I don't even know what she looks like. I only know that her name is Rachel. That's everything I know about her. Honestly, the only plot that this book had was trying to find out what was going to happen with Rachel and Miles, and I didn't care about that. So the only bit of plot that this book had, I didn't care about, because I didn't care about Miles or Rachel. So I still gave it 2 stars because it did give me what I want. I just wanted some good romance, and it did have that. But other than that, not a fan. And then the next book that I read in October/September was Ellis by Christina Henry. This, I've talked about this is a horror, dark fantasy retelling of Alice in Wonderland, and it was really great. The plot of this story is that Alice and her best friend, the serial killer Hatcher, escape from their psychiatric, I don't know how to pronounce that word, but you know, the psychiatric hospital. You know what I'm talking about. They escape from there and they see this huge monster, the Jabberwocky, escaping from his prison and just bringing doom over the world, and they're like, hey, let's go ahead and try to kill this monster. What I loved the most about this book was just how insanely creepy and disturbing this was. You meet a lot of different Alice in Wonderland characters, but with a twist. They're all a very disturbing, weird version of themselves. A lot of creepy shit goes on in this story. It's also very, very fast paced, so there's constantly new things happening. So I definitely had a lot of fun reading this. Also, it's not just, you know, disturbing action. I really liked the character of Hatcher, who is like a twisted version of the Mad Hatter, a serial killer. And of course Ellis. Especially Ellis was a very well developed character because she's kind of traumatized and you're slowly trying to find out what happened in her past. She was a very strong character. I really liked reading about her. The only thing that really disappointed me was the ending. Throughout the entire book, Christina Henry does a very good job at building up the anticipation towards the ending and building up that mystery. But then when the ending finally came, I thought it was very anticlimactic. I can't tell you why, because obviously that would be a spoiler, but at the end I was kind of like, oh, is that it? Is that really it? So that was kind of a bummer, but beside that, I thought it was very good. I'm definitely going to read the next book in the series, which is called Red Queen. And those were the books that I read in the month of both September and October. Let me know what you read, what you enjoyed the most, and I will see you soon in another video. Goodbye!